Kings Island is a major theme park in Mason, Ohio, and I have a couple things to say about it, but most important is the rides. Here's my top 3 rides at Kings Island. Number 3. At number 3, we have the Beast. Why did I put the Beast at number 3? Well, I guess you can contribute this to many factors, but while it might not be the most thrilling ride at the park, or the third most thrilling ride at the park, it's pretty cool because you're so included into the woods and the wilderness. It just feels crazy. It feels like it's really unexplainable. It's more of an experience you'd have to get on to enjoy yourself. I remember the first time I actually did get on, and I was pretty terrified. The hill, and it was mostly because the Cedar Fair maps, they exaggerate everything on the rides. So that's what I'm saying, because just a year ago I was terrified of roller coasters, and if you're scared of roller coasters, man, and you look at that map, it honestly it'll freak you out a little bit. But just know, man, just get on it. None of our hills are actually really that bad. And yeah, just get over it. But on the other hand, this ride really, man, the first time I got on it just felt special, man. It felt like a classic to me. And I know it's what it is. It's a classic in the community. It's a classic really everywhere. I mean, you can't go anywhere without people knowing about the Beast. The Beast definitely got to be at number 3. As far as I'm concerned, I've seen a lot of people put it at number 3. So it's not out of the realm. It's not like it's just me saying this. This is a well-recognized top 3 ride in the park. And while we're also on the subject, I think Kings Island might have the best wooden roller coaster lineups in North America. Don't quote me on that. Number 2. We have Banshee. Why Banshee at number 2? Well, I guess you can contribute it to many factors, but I'm actually one that loves to be on hanging roller coasters rather than in a cart. I don't know, I just feel more free. I feel like it adds to the experience of a roller coaster. When you want to get on a roller coaster, you just want to have fun, feel free, let all your life problem escape. And I think this is what this ride does best than any other ride at the park. Now, with that being said, this ride is a lot more thrilling than the Beast in my opinion, and it was one that took me a long time to overcome my fear, I should say, of this ride. And I'm glad I did, because this ride truly is a great experience to get on. I mean, if you ever do end up not being afraid of roller coasters, I would definitely say this is one that you should definitely get on, because the feeling that I fear is that feeling in your stomach, and I really didn't find this one to have too much airtime, because that's what contributes to that feeling in your stomach. This one really didn't. It was just really fun, really fast, exhilarating, but none of the dropping feeling. Even on the first drop, it looks giant. It's really not that bad. So Banshee at number 2. Number 1. And at number 1, you probably already guessed it. If you know anything about me in real life, all I do is rave about Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers was actually the first roller coaster I got on that helped me overcome my roller coaster fear. And while there might be some bias towards this ride, there really isn't. At the end of the day, I'm being completely objective when I say this. I feel like it's the most well-rounded ride at the park. And a lot of people know that I love wooden roller coasters, but the one thing I hate about them is how rough they tend to be. This wooden roller coaster is smooth as butter, baby. I had no problems with this one, except for at the end when at the brake run, the belts, or not the belt, the restraints start to get really tight on your stomach. That's the one complaint I have, and hopefully they fix that for the 2020 season, if there even is a 2020 season, which that will be my next video, going over whether or not there will be a 2020 season. Regardless of the 2020 season, I just said 2020 season so much, I'm gonna stop saying it. This is definitely the best ride in the park, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, so you comment down below if you disagree or agree with me. But these are my top 3 rides. I might do a top 5 later on, maybe a top 10 later, I don't know. But as of right now, these are my top 3 rides, and I'm definitely saying Mystic Timbers is the best. Smooth, fast, good drop. That one actually it's a gut buster, for me at least. It was my first ride ever on a major roller coaster, and it busted my gut, I'm gonna not lie. I almost cried multiple times on it, because you gotta remember, before I was terrified of roller coasters. But with that being said, Mystic Timbers definitely snacking that number 1 spot. It's not even close for me, really, and I don't want to spoil the shed in case you haven't rode it, so peace.